Hey, what's up, ANC Youth? Hope your week is off to a great start. This past Sunday, we continued our series called Dear Church, and we looked at the second church in the series called Church in Smyrna. And the big theme in this letter was suffering, and we looked at the hope that we have in Christianity when we experience suffering. And the first thing that Jesus commanded the suffering church to do, which is for us as well, is to number one, be a church that fears not. You see, we have this tendency to fear suffering, but in Christ, we're able to not fear suffering because we're able to understand the purpose of suffering and to understand that it is temporary. And secondly, we see that we're called to be a church that is faithful unto death. And that while that sounds radical, we see that this is the gospel message, that there's beauty in faithfulness unto death. And that's precisely what Jesus did for us on the cross. And lastly, related to that, is that when we are faithful unto death, Jesus promises this reward that will be ready for us in heaven. So all that we do, it's not in vain. It's not just that we suffer for no reason, but rather God sees it. And in his love and grace and abundance, he will prepare this reward for us. So take hope today. And I just pray that all of us could really find this hope in the midst of our suffering as we live for Christ. Have a good week.